So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tim, a photographer and filmmaker based in London. Now today I would like to take you through the behind the scene of a recent shoot I did, and this particular video is going to involve two different models and different lighting setup I use for this particular shoot. So bear with me, and if you're a fan of someone who actually enjoys more like the how I got the shots kind of videos, kindly comment down below so I know maybe I should do this type of videos more often. So I posted this couple images on my Instagram page, and I think a lot of people actually love the images, and I personally myself, I love the images because I would tell you I barely shoot male models. I would say 99% of the time I often shoot female models. So this was just something new and something different I decided to try out for the beginning of this year 2026. So, and I absolutely love how it turned out. I never knew I could actually pull off some kind of images using a male model. So I guess in other words, this is just a word for someone out there. Probably try something different and see how you're gonna eventually like whatever you try. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this particular how I got the shot. So for the first image, which we have right here, our model whose name is Alfred. So for this particular image, I decided to do something very simple and something very interesting. I decided to put my main light and the only light I use for this particular set, I decided to put it directly up above the model. It's literally more like a butterfly position, but this time it's not directly in front of the model. It was literally, the modifier I used was a 7-foot parabolic umbrella, and this modifier was literally almost behind the model. So the light was shining on the backdrop, and just the spread of the light was actually touching the model overhead. So I chose to tell the model to turn his head towards where the light is coming from, and that's how we got this amazing shot. But also I decided to take it up a notch, still using the same setup. I decided to add another light. Now the second light I decided to add was gelled with an orange gel. So this particular light was also behind the model, just to act more like a rim light, to be able to separate the model from the background a little bit more. So this is what I did, and we got this image we got right here. If I was going to do this image some other time, I would probably maybe add a little bit more feel to the shadow side so I could still get a little bit more detail. But for this particular image, it works perfectly fine. Now let's move on to the next image. The way I did the lighting setup again is I basically had like my 7-foot umbrella to the left hand side. This was acting as my main light, and I decided to add a different light. Now this different light was also another light which was at the same direction where the main light was coming from, but what this light was mainly going to do was just to act as a fill light. So this light was just to bring up the shadow, area, anywhere where the main light wasn't actually touching. Then this other light should just lift the shadow. Yeah, that's the word, lift the shadow up. So that's how I got this image, and at some point I decided to add either a negative fill or a bounce board. So all I did was, if I felt I needed to expose the shadow area a little bit more, I had the white side, and if I feel like I needed more contrast, I decided to add the black side, and that was how we got this particular images. Moving on to the second model, which his name is Zach. There's something I decided to do differently for this particular image. I've not always been a fan of like butterfly lighting, especially when it comes to like a male subject, but I chose to just try something different this time. I chose to light the subject from top down. This has not been my favorite type of lighting pattern, but I think I kind of enjoy it for this particular photo shoot. So I chose to put the lights directly up above, facing down, so it was literally standing at the edge of the light, just to have that feathered light hitting him, and we got this particular image right here. I guess for this particular shoot, I was just in the mood to try out something different, something I don't do on a regular day. So I decided to use a beauty dish just to give me a little bit more contrast, because obviously he's a guy and he's got like the muscles and stuff, just to be able to like accentuate all of these details and just be able to like get something more painterly. I decided to use a beauty dish for this particular one, just directly facing the subject, and I used a grid also to the beauty dish so the light doesn't spill a whole lot to the background. And this is how we got this particular images right here. So guys, if you felt this video has been helpful and you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop me a like and also subscribe to my channel to see more videos. And also guys, if you feel like you enjoyed this type of videos where I do more like how I got the shots, kindly comment down below so I know these are like contents that you guys enjoy. So I might be doing more of this particular kind of video. So I'll be seeing you guys on my next video. Bye.